Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators offense will get the first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
How many ways can I make it? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the field. Pass, you better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality. And that's what you want to see from this unit.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Makes his man miss. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's McCray. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. They're bringing heat. Complete with conviction on the cross. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel...
Makes the grab on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
Well, they wanted this guy catching the ball on the right side of the field. They could have just lined him up over there, but they didn't that time. He started off on the left side, he crossed the defense, and made the catch on the right side of the field.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Defense is about firing off, hitting offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, and nowhere to run.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Crosses the 40. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, get a nice positive game on the toss.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And the Gators...
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's right on target.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Back to throw, it's McCray. Looking to the big tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Touchdown, Florida.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
That makes the score Florida 10.
Just about set to kick it away.
Number 13, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Took a shot as he threw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him and weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Brown wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's McCray. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, it's McCray. Using the quick game. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Well, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay.
Deep shot for the end zone. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Going up top on 1st down. Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Washington has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 21 over Nebraska. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Brown will throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Complete downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Tigers have it with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. On the move. And the Gators get enough for the first down. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Inside the 30. The 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. There is time on the clock. There is time on the clock. There is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop. But I would argue, Reese, you can just take a knee. If you take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Turner. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll throw it on first down. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack.